Oh, you think it's a game, huh? Check it. Ball up. Oh, it's showtime. Let's go. Court trio. It's the full court trio. They stay applying pressure. Triangle offense, running, gunning. Who's better? K-Sap on the post. He the man front and center. Swing it out the Keisha. She the queen, that's the sister. Got the bro Clyde glide through. Now you history. The ball at the top of the key. He on the scene. Getting three the hard way. Moderators getting rid of. Any violators put a hater on hiatus. Pull up front row. Trolls getting finger rolled. Block your shot at the rim, Matumbo. No, 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 not in my house. It's the big three. We talk the game the best. I need an S. Livest podcast, get your views up. I average a triple double, sending you players back to the huddle. Keep your rebuttal, stutter, step and cross you over. No look past behind the back, you on the poster. Money, talk that talk, just be ready to pour confetti. Kiss the rings of the champs, that's legendary. The numbers don't lie, most valuable podcast. Fast breakdown through the lane, steam dash. Money, it's the full court trio. We're applying pressure. Yo, the bro Clyde, the sister Keisha, the queen. Duval, K-Sap, y'all know what time it is. Introducing full court trio. We up 3-0. This is 3-peat, 3 in a row. It's the full court trio. We up 3-0. This the 3-peat, 3 in a row. Let's go.
Hey everybody, how you doing today? This is Keisha with the Full Court Trio. Come on in the building, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Welcome into the place, and y'all see the topic up on the screen. We want to know what's the bigger mess, Fever or Sky? Time is ticking on the rookie contracts. Hey to y'all in the chat. What's up, ADP? What's up, Tulip Plays? What's up, Shello 1984? Van was good. What's going on, Ricky Cook? I apologize for us being late. I was having laptop issues, and KSAP was making me nervous. So it took me a little longer because he was making me nervous. But we here now. We here now. We here now. Y'all ready to get it cracking? Hey, everybody. What's going on, panel?
Going on. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame your manager.
Whatever. Look, what's up,
chat? What's up, chat?
What's up, Jemima? How you doing? What's up, Patricia Burton? What's up, Deval? You on the court? What you doing, Deval? What you doing over there?
I'm just here because I was on time. Just y'all know I was on time. Lakeisha wasn't on time. I was on time. Bro Clock was on time. Lakeisha wasn't on time.
All the guys were on time. My computer was doing a rainbow swirl. It was spinning.
Yeah. They say women are punctual, so you know what I'm saying. I expect Lakeisha to be on time.
Oh no, I do usually be on time. Don't start that stuff, Deval. Don't make me jump across this table on you. Don't make me jump across this table. I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying not to portray. Look, he's trying to get me out my element. He kick a player with a player down, bro, Claude. He know I was over here struggling.
Diabolical.
While he's sitting there eating his hog maws, his greens, and cornbread. I'm over here clicking, trying to get stuff going.
Not the hog maws.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Hey, you stay away from them pig balls, the ball.
Hey, look, you're crazy. Look, big girl, I'll check it out in just a minute. K-Sap, what you sipping on? What you sipping on over there?
I'm sipping on my tea with all this mess I'm in.
Scissor.
It might be something in the tea. I don't know.
No.
You look a little too calm. You look a little too calm.
I saw that message in the chat, Joe Mama. You said late as usual. Blame that on your favorite cousin Keisha.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have controls last time. You did.
No, I didn't. 2 weeks in a row, you had controls. Don't see that.
I did not. I did not.
I wasn't even part of the show last week.
You had it, boo-boo.
I wasn't even here last week. I wasn't even on this.
You had it, boo-boo.
Bro, Claude. Bro Claude Duvall, was I on the show last week?
Nah, it was us.
Let me tell you
You'll
something.
spend with the family.
Shut up,
Thank
Duvall.
you, Duvall.
No
Thank
matter
you.
what happens, it reflects on you because you the boss. There it is.
Damn.
Well, hey, look, now I gotta do shit on my own. Shit.
You just like Mike Alter. That's
Michael
what it
Alter.
is,
I say she giving you Michael Alter.
Hey,
Goddamn.
look, Bro Claude.
Hey,
I can't even step away and have no dinner without Keisha messing nothing up.
No,
I'm just saying.
man. Let
That's
me
what I
tell
was
y'all
trying to
something,
tell
chat.
you, boss.
No.
Let me tell y'all something, chat. When
Cat,
I
don't
leave,
believe her.
shut up. When I leave,
Hey, big girl, shut up.
When I leave the booth and come back to Texas, it's gonna be a little iffy when I'm putting my wires back together. It's gonna be a little iffy once I do this.
Hey, I want to let them know we didn't have this problem when Keisha wasn't on the show.
Yup, we ain't had that problem when it was
We ain't had this
me
problem.
and K-Sap
In Duvall, we ran
in
smooth.
the ball.
Yeah, that was a legendary show.
Yeah,
Bro
we
Claude,
ran
I'm
smooth.
with you, player. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just
Look,
saying we ain't
I
had
just
that
want to
problem.
remind you who got the keys over there at the club.
Soon as Keisha get back, the controls don't work. The graphics stop spinning.
Hey, don't get me locked out my house. Don't get me
I don't
locked
know,
out my
man.
house. She ain't gonna let me in my house.
We might need to audition for a new female for the show, y'all.
Oh,
There ain't no replacing me, K-Sap. Ain't no replacing
I'm
me.
just saying, man. A lot of mistakes,
Look,
man.
I'm not like your guys. I ain't scared. I'm good.
You might have to put you on a verbal.
hey, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with this.
You know you be scared. You be scared.
I walk around with this. I fight for it. Look at
Where you
that
get
glove.
that from?
See that glove?
1962?
Look at that. Look at that glove. Toe up. Look at that
Nah,
glove.
Joe Mama, she didn't let you know in advance. I had to tell
You
y'all
see that
what
glove
happened.
toe up?
What's up, Bernadine?
I've been using that glove, Keisha. I used to have to whoop myself.
I about to say, 'cause that glove look like it's from 1962, bro.
I used to whoop a nigga. Listen. I used to whoop Ninja. Look, Ninja used to get whooped.
God dang.
I used to whoop. Hey, they'll tell you. My nephews, them will tell you.
Yeah, Troy Hall. Yeah, they did do good over at the whole house. Anybody do good at the whole house?
Look, let me tell you something. You know what? Once you let Bro Claude do show and tell, it get crazy, Chad. Just it get a little crazy. He's show and telling right now.
I ain't said nothing.
Joe Mama, you think we a team, but behind closed doors, man, these people are diabolical, boy. They'll turn on you quick, fast, in a hurry,
Oh
boy.
my God. Really?
No, man, Chicago.
They'll throw you
ain't
up under the bus, everything, boy.
I'll back up on you and roll back over you again.
They'll wake you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And they'll do it all, man.
Hey, K-Sap, I don't want none of that female. She say she'll hit you and roll back on you and roll back over you again.
Yes, hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Damn.
We gonna get into it.
Joe Mama, I'm gonna have to remove myself from this trio.
He fired himself, Joe Mama.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to step down. I put in my resignation, man.
Let me tell you something, Joe Mama. This is like a bad marriage. We all in separate rooms, but we be coming together for the family function.
Come together, family function. You know what I'm saying? 3 times a week. 3 times a week out of 7 days, we get to hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
leave it to Bro Claude.
Messing with these people is like bringing your ex to dinner. They diabolical, man.
Oh Lord!
You got some exes you can't get rid of, no matter what you do.
She got one of them too.
I got one.
She got a whole bunch of luggage. Hey, she got all types of luggage, exes, and she got high school exes getting on there.
I ain't gonna say I do got
I'm like,
one.
what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to step down. I'm gonna have to renounce my throne.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to step down, man.
You gonna step down from your throne?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to step down.
Look, let me tell you something. Kings don't step down from their throne.
Ooh.
Yeah, sometimes you can do
that.
that.
He got the lion beard. He got the beard.
That's not what kings do, man.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm not a king. I'm a cowardly lion.
Hey, he said he going to the Wizard of Oz.
Right,
Yeah.
Jemima, that is true. You still remain associates. I am a testament to that. God dog.
God,
Hey
me and
guys, y'all ready to get into it?
me and my ex-wife didn't like each other till we got old. She can't fight no more. I was like, I'm glad.
Bro, Claude, you let that woman beat you up.
She couldn't do it. She couldn't do it. Now,
But she
honey, on the other
tried.
case, honey can. Now my ex-wife got a young 19-year-old. I got married at 19, chat. She got
Oh,
a
okay.
19 and a 25-year-old, you know what I mean, crazy man. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I wasn't balanced then. Daddy had to step in. Yeah. I ain't the man I was. I'm not. Hey, look, I'm ashamed, but
You ashamed?
I'm
But
ashamed of that. But
at least you shamed. At least you
at
shamed.
least I'm better. At least I'm
Mm-hmm.
is. Y'all saw them gloves, right?
God damn, I'm glad. Hey, Chad, we about to get into it. You know why we about to get into it? Because we got us a show today. We gonna be discussing. We got the two polarizing figures inside the WNBA. Whenever you say their names, it come to clicks, likes, and videos. That's Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. We're gonna discuss the fever first. We're gonna discuss whether we think the Indiana Fever can put a contending team around Caitlyn before her rookie contract. You know why we discussing that? Because they got a lot of crap going on over there for the Indiana Fever. I know everybody heard DeWanna Bonner has been waived from from the Fever after reports came out that not she was not doing games. She wasn't doing games for personal reasons, but now they have waived her. They have signed Ari McDonald. So it seems like there's a lot of stuff going on in that locker room. Seems like they got some leadership issues. One of the reasons why they brought DeWanna Bonner there was because they wanted some leadership and some veterans in the locker room who have won before. DeWanna Bonner is a champion, but she could. It seems like she couldn't make it work in Indiana. I want to know. I'm gonna go to my panel. I want to know. Do you think the leadership, the locker room, the outside noise can improve for the Indiana Fever to at least get a contending team around Caitlyn um, before her rookie contract is up? Because I always say if we have a good FIBA organization, then we should have a good Sky organization because they put these two teams up against each other 5 straight times, and it's looking like it's gonna be a debacle. So I go to you, KSAP. What do you think? What do you think about DeWanna Bonner being waived? And do you think this is indicative of what's going on over there with the Fever?
Well, I mean, what looks good on the outside ain't good on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said, and I'm gonna stand on this. And you asked the question: do you think they can put a contending team around Caitlyn Clark?
Mm-hmm.
You know, before her rookie contract's up. I thought this was the contending team. Like, I thought this was the contending team. So we not gonna move the goalposts. This was the contending team, and that's why I had no problem with what DeWanna Bonner said at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to another point, when you're talking about leadership, I don't think there's no leadership in that locker room over there. Caitlyn Clark is not a leader. They can't depend on her to lead this squad. If there's a leader in that locker room, it has to come in the form of the third-year player in Aaliyah Boston.
Mm-hmm.
She has to be their leader. Caitlyn Clark is not a leader. She is some of her leadership qualities are not worthy of her team following her, her type of actions. She pouts too much. She's not a leader. So in that locker room, there's problems in that locker room. The outside noise affected DeWanna Bonner.
Mm-hmm.
I think the outside noise got to DeWanna Bonner couple games that she struggled, the Caitlyn Clark fan base was on her head.
They were.
And I think it was a lot of pressure on DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner being away from AT, I think that affected her as well. But this is what she signed up for. But she didn't think it was going to be like this until she got there. Now she knows secondhand on how it feels to be treated by Caitlyn Clark fans. So I know she's probably thinking that there's a certain player that gets this from this Indiana fan base, and these Indiana fans could be hard. But this was supposed to be the contending team that they built around Caitlyn Clark to compete for a championship. But I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? You're 7-7. You're 500. Right now, they're a hot mess. Caitlyn Clark is just an average basketball player at best. She has a lot of flaws. In some games, she's hurting Indiana Fever. And to me, if this was supposed to be the contending team, then I don't think you can put another team around Caitlyn Clark to get better. If you look at on paper and look how they assembled this team, you would think on paper from top to bottom, okay, the Fever, this is a championship team. But the play don't exemplify that, right? And it starts with Caitlyn Clark. You're supposed to be the superstar of the team. Right. But the way you stinking it up, the way you shot 1 of 23 in these last 3 games from three-point range, you got 27 turnovers in the last 4 games. You're shooting a dismal 39% from the field. You're shooting a dismal 29% from three-point range, but that's supposed to be your specialty. You're supposed to be a sniper. You're supposed to be the logo savior. But when that's not working for you, you have nothing else to show the world. What happened was, and then I'm going to land here, what happened was J.C. Sheldon exposed you. She exposed you. And now all the people and all the media pundits and all the people that was cheering for you, bigging you up when you first came into the league, now they see what we've been seeing. Also, you came back from a quad injury. You dropped 32 on New York. Everybody's talking about, oh, she's back. Did you see Caitlyn? She's back. Almost like when Jordan came back, trying to say, hey, she's back. And after that, she went downhill. And like I said, J.C. Sheldon exposed her. Now, that exposed the real Caitlyn Clark. Now everybody's putting that pressure on Caitlyn Clark. Now she got to face the music. Now she got to listen to all the narratives and all the naysayers. Now she got to listen to people calling her a drama queen, a flop queen, Oscar, Emmy Award winning queen. That's what she got to listen to. She got to listen to people talk about, oh, she got a sinus infection. She got a hip injury. She got a quad injury. She got allergies. All kinds of excuses. Oh, she came back from the quad. She came back too early. Y'all wasn't singing this same praise when she dropped 32 on New York in her first game back. She's back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to land here. That organization they're in some turmoil, just like the Chicago Sky. They in some turmoil. And, you got your head coach in and out of the lineup for personal reasons. Prayers out to her and her family for what she's dealing with. But like I said, just like you said, not for the weak, she's a one-trick pony. And if that's going to be your leader and you're going to have some locker room leadership, she's not going to provide that. You got to find that elsewhere. So right now that team is in a hot mess, and I don't think they can put another team around Caitlyn Clark to compete at a high level if this is not the team that's going to do it.
I will say this. You remember when we had this topic and we was talking about DeWanna Bonner, remember, I didn't give her no pass. I said, look, they said this was championship or bust. DeWanna Bonner running around here talking about give us grace, give us that, give us this and that and the third.
She knew what she was doing.
And I said, no, DeWanna Bonner, but I'm going to tell you what, now that I look back on it, that might have been the first crack in the relationship, because their messaging as a team was different from what DeWanna Bonner was saying. DeWanna Bonner was saying, look, we need grace, we need time. This is not a championship contender team. But everything the Fever was doing as an organization and the way they was hyping up this team, it was like it was a championship team. So DeWanna Bonner looked like she was at odds from the beginning of this thing to me, now that I'm looking back on it.
But Keisha, it's a great point that you picked that up. But like I said, I had no problem with DeWanna Bonner saying that. And the reason why I had no problem with DeWanna Bonner saying that, she saw when she got there that this wasn't a championship team. She knew what it was. She knew being around Caitlyn Clark and what comes with being around Caitlyn Clark. It's a lot of pressure. You know, now you got the spotlight on you every day because of Caitlyn Clark. And what you say, pressure bust pipes, right?
It do.
So she knew what it was. The players that they brought in, could they play up to their potential of what the Caitlyn Clark fans wanted? Couple games, DeWanna Bonner struggled. What happened? They got on her head. Couple games that Natasha Howard struggled. What did they do? They got on her head. Natasha Howard missed a game-winning shot one game. They want to run her out of town. So it's a lot of stuff that comes with that. DeWanna Bonner saw that when she stepped in that facility in Indiana. She saw that. She sees what these fans do. And, you know, the stuff that happened in that first game with Chicago about the racist stuff, I still believe that stuff was out there. I think DeWanna Bonner knows that. DeWanna Bonner don't want to deal with that. So look, she took some time off. Look, got out, good riddance. They waived her. But like you said, Keisha, that was probably the first inkling. It's like something ain't right with DeWanna Bonner.
And I'm going to say this. I'm going to let Bro Clark, and then I'm going to let Bro Clark go. I'm going to say this. But DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, especially DeWanna Bonner, you heard your wife at the end of the season when they did that playoff game out there in Connecticut. And Alyssa Thomas stepped up to the mic and told everyone she had never witnessed some of the things they were saying to her. So DeWanna Bonner, it's hard for me to have sympathy for you today because you knew exactly what you was walking into.
But she got that money though. She got that $200,000.
She did. But that's
what I'm saying.
Sometimes, like my mama always say, all money
ain't good money. But do you think in her you know, in her thought process and in her translation in free agency, do you think another team was going to offer her that? Because all the readings are other teams did not offer DeWanna Bonner in free agency.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Now there's reports out there that it's a couple handpicked teams that she only wants to go to.
Yeah, it's only the Dream and Mercury.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to look at it like this. Was there teams, you know, reaching out to her?
Now, that part I don't know. I have to do a little research back in that time. After DeWanna Bonner went to the Fever, I wasn't really.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you go over there after your wife was so passionate at the end of the season? You know what I'm saying? Why would you? I didn't understand it, but look, I wish her the best either way, but it ended like this. I'll let Bro Clark.
Yeah, but you got to look at it. I'll let Bro Clark go real quick, but you got to look at it. Stephanie White was over there. That was probably another deciding factor. So
true.
Go ahead, Bro Clark.
Stephanie White look like the pressure busting her pipe.
They gonna try to run her out too. Go ahead.
Do y'all really see just the opening and the elaboration on this toxicity that we are experiencing on the Fever? We went through this last year on the Sky. So we know what it looks like. And it's very, very, very familiar. It's a familiar feeling. It's a familiar situation where DeWanna Bonner saw exactly what was going on when Angel Reese got knocked down. She heard it, she saw it, She saw them campaigning and whatever they were doing in the stands, the signs, everything outside, and what they were yelling while they was going down in the hall, going into the locker room. She heard it all. She heard it. As a player coming from the court, I hear a lot of stuff going on in it. You know what I mean? In the stands too.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be focused and you got to just be keyed in to win the game and play the game that you win. But she heard it. Then she had a bad game. Then she started seeing it and everything, you know, the comments and whatever was going on. Let me show you how unisolated DeWanna Bonner is. Pope B. Frank was able to hit her on IG and talk SHIT to her. Pope B. Frank was able to have a mediocre conversation to DeWanna Bonner, laughed at him and called him no factor. Say she don't answer to him. But these are crazy fans like Pope B. Frank, because he's a crazy fan.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt in my mind the man is lost. No doubt. She has to deal with that on top of getting herself ready at what, 37 years old, K-Sap?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 37.
At 37 years old, almost about to be 40. She has to already get up out the bed and try to put herself in that type of condition to go out there and play physical basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On top of she got twins, a family. On top of she got a mate, a wife. On top of her regular 6 evolving family, mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of people to handle. On top of her having that relationship with Coach White. This listen. The toxicity that exists over there is mad crazy. Y'all just go look inside of my comments on what I done made on Caitlyn Clark. I'll show you what's over there. And just think, Natasha Howard had a bad game. Guess what she was getting in her IG? DeWanna Bonner had a bad game. Guess what she had in her IG? Not Lexi Hall or whatever her Sophie Cunningham. They didn't have that in there. And playing awful. They didn't have that type of critique put on them. They right now said that Caitlyn Clark got nobody. I beg to differ. So AB scoring 31. This is how crazy these people are. She scored 6 points. And she got nobody. AB scored 31 points. And Kelsey Mitchell had 23, if I'm right. 20,
I think 26. I'm like, I think she had 26.
She might have had 26. But
yeah, she was balling.
Caitlyn don't have no help.
She got plenty.
This is what these girls have to go, and that's why Kelsey Mitchell was about to be out of there, but they secured her what they call that for.
They caught her, right?
They caught her, and then, of course, gave her a big, contract. Mm-hmm. These people are Lulu. These people are killers, stealers, robbers, thieves, and thugs. I'm telling y'all. You have to be careful in that city. You have to be careful when the games is going on. Oh, they nice and, listen, the era of being cool and calm, collective, and things going on and lucrative economic, hey man, times is hard. times has changed. And guess what, y'all? DeWanna Bonner got $200,000+ from this organization. She getting more than they savior. They don't like that. They don't like that. That she could get that type of money. And then on top of it, she having bad games back to back. Oh, they crucifying her, putting her on the cross. To the point she had to take a mental walk back like, hey, whoa, wait, no, DeWanna Bonner, no. You haven't experienced this. What you think? If you saw a glimpse of it last year, I told K-Sep, me and K-Sep was just talking on one of the shows. It was just me and him. Me and him said together, it's going to be worse next year. This is why me, Keisha, Brooklyn, Key, all of us started looking up to get our podcast so we could hurry up and help this woman. Because we knew if we wasn't here, y'all, Angel Reese would probably quit basketball. And I'm not trying to put myself interjecting in her life and her mentality or whatever, but I'm telling y'all how bad it was already. But now she can feel confident that it's an Angel Reese coalition that backs her up. The Reese's Pieces there, that's them over there. We ain't bad like the Reese's Pieces. We just grown ass people that don't like our baby girl getting, you know what I'm saying, smacked when she ain't smacked nobody, talked about when she ain't said nothing, and also ridiculed when she's just trying to get better. All of those things are factual. And every time Caitlyn, every time she gets critiqued, they say, Angel did this. What the hell do Angel got to do with this conversation? Nothing.
They joined at the hip, unfortunately.
Their futures are joined at the hip, Sister Keisha. But if we're doing a specific critique of what Caitlyn Clark is doing wrong, like 25 turnovers, 1 for 23 from the 3-point line, what the hell Angel got to do about this? But they mouths is real closed. So they can't say nothing about Angel because the last couple games, she been, you know what I mean, on her business. So they saying, well, overall, she's a whack player. You know what I'm saying? Like, time out for that. So I can imagine what is going on. And like I told you, player, I don't expect no damn rookies. I don't care who you are to come in and try to get a championship during a rookie year. It happens like that organically, fine.
Right.
You just, that's just 1 in a million.
Right.
Everybody ain't Rajon Rondo.
Right.
Everybody not that man. He just was lucky enough to come during the time of the draft, and
it was a great situation.
Was there. It was a great situation. Rajon Rondo ended up pow. It was perfect. Caitlyn and Angel, if you trying to put that type of weight on these young ladies who are just in their sophomore year, to win a championship, you got to look at your character, because that's not likely. LeBron, goddamn, how long was he in Cleveland?
A while before he had to leave Cleveland. He had to leave Cleveland and get it.
Yeah, I know people like you, player, and K-Sap, myself, Brother DeVar, we just want winning times. We want winning times as they building. We do want them to be like 23 out of the 44 games or 25 if they can do it. You know what I'm saying? We do want some wins here, losses there, wins here, losses there. We ain't had that. We had straight down the road. 11. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm going to land right here. At the end of the day, you got to understand that these girls are rookies in their sophomore year. They're not going to win no goddamn. It's less likely on the average for them to have a championship in their rookie contract year. And it'll be stupid. I told Duvall this, and Duvall finna go after me. Then I let you go. I told Duvall I don't want Angel to win a championship in her rookie contract. Why, Sister Keisha? It's because she won't get all the perks, the bells, the whistles, the money, all of this. She don't have that in her rookie contract. Even when the CBA is here, they rookie contract is non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is this. I know we got to trust the process. Angel say trust the process. We got to trust the process.
Uh-oh, he about to be. Look, let me get the money. He about to beat somebody. He about to beat somebody. Hey, we got a super chat. KSAP. Thank you, AC Shot Town Calvin, for the $5 super chat. He said, "Let me get this show started off right." Thank you, AC Shot Town. All right, look, let me tell you something. It's been real. I get to Deval. What you got on this topic? What you think? You think they can build a contending team, or are you like KSAP? I thought this was the contending team.
First of all, boss man, I thought I had to send a wellness check because you ain't hit the money sign on time. So I thought you was asleep over there. You know what I'm
Keisha
saying?
let that money set up there for so long, man. That was 10
I
minutes
didn't.
ago he put that in there.
I didn't want to interrupt. See, I ain't gonna be nice no more. Go on, Deval.
Let's dissect this bit by bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing about the legends, they tell you how they really feel if you really listen to them. I remember when I was AWOL. Y'all remember when I was AWOL. KSAP had a show with the full court trio. I remember you mentioned this Maya Moore character. Did she say she questioned Caitlyn Clark's leadership and her leadership skill has to be better? So when the GOAT tell you something, and she one of the GOATs, when somebody tell you something like that, open your ears up because, like I said, they tell you something without telling you something. So let's go a little deeper. Last year, Nelissa Smith's brother constantly tweet about Caitlyn Clark defense and her body language. That went ignored for a minute until Alyssa Smith asked out of Indiana and went to Dallas where she currently plays. Okay, one off. That's a coincidence. Now DeWanna Bonner. But before we get to DeWanna Bonner, let's get to Natasha Howard's sister. She tweeting about Caitlyn Clark and her body language on a particular play in New York on Liberty game where Caitlyn Clark missed the 3-pointer. The one on Natasha Howard got the rebound and she decided to take the shot up herself. And Caitlyn Clark body language acted like a 5-year-old crybaby. But
I remember
that caused a stir with Natasha Howard's sister. Mm-hmm. Then you got the DeWanna Bonner situation that came out. So I'm naming all this stuff. I'm saying this for a reason. It questions Caitlyn Clark's leadership skills. It questions her leadership skills because, like I said, there are things she could speak out about. She don't speak out about it for financial reasons and her own brand reservation. And there are times where she could be a better person to her teammates and quiet all the noise that's on the outside. She refused to do it. That's why you got people like DeWanna Bonner leaving. And when you have situations like that, what you think those other free agents gonna think about when they come to Indiana? Not only think about this, Indiana started to get a reputation. I like the Boston media market, like the Boston fan base, very racist.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad sign if you're Caitlyn Clark because you already is a limited player. And just like I said on the show on the full court trio a couple months ago when y'all asked was the Fevers are pretenders contenders, I said they're pretenders because there's too many chefs in the kitchen. Somebody had to make a sacrifice, and seems like as of right now, a lot of people don't want to make that sacrifice. That's here and there. But in addition, because of Caitlyn Clark's limited game, when it comes to playoffs, people can zoom in on your weaknesses. And so Caitlyn Clark can't play that fast-paced style of play expect that to win her a championship. And when in high school, she don't got no championships there. And when in college, she don't got no championships there. So it's not gonna win her that championship in the WNBA unless she evolve her game. Instead of just being this Hall of Gold trial 3-point shooting specialist, she needs to start learning how to shoot a mid range, play without the basketball, limit the turnovers, and most importantly, know how to back cut, back screen, and play defense. I wish you would have played that clip, boss man, when I sent you earlier about how a particular content creator isolated Caitlyn Clark defense and how bad it was.
I got it.
That's part of leadership. When your teammates see you play defense that badly, they saying to themselves, "You ain't taking this game seriously. Why should I take it seriously?" And this is the second year in a row where Caitlyn Clark got into a big controversy when it comes to somebody knocking her down, and her teammates didn't help her. Last year, nobody helped her when Kennedy Carter knocked her down. This year, only Sophie Cannahale came to her defense when she got knocked down by Marina Mabry. And so, when you have situations like that, that affects your leadership skills, that affects how people think about you, and that affects free agents want to play for you. And so, at the end of the day, it could be a damning situation for Caitlyn Clark based on all the factors that come in, including her fan base. And this is the last part I want to get to is when her fan base is as toxic as and a lunatic as they are, that's an unattractive trait when you're Caitlyn Clark, especially as a Caucasian woman. That's an unattractive trait in a league full of African American women. When you try to recruit free agents who want to go to a place where if you decide, hey, this ain't for me for whatever reason that happened in the locker room, you got a lunatic like Pope P. Frank, like Bro Clark said, man need to take a Midol, drink some Sprite, and download a dating app. I don't know if he need to download Tinder or Jack, whatever his preference. He need to do something and find something else to do with his life instead of messing with a professional basketball player that didn't do nothing to you. But when you do stuff like that, that's where people, especially free agents, gonna look at you with a side eye. Who want to deal with that? Caitlyn Clark fans is probably the worst thing that happened to the WNBA because it took it from a place where it was irrelevant. Now it's on the forefront of sports, but it's toxic.
It's a soap opera.
Yes, toxic environment. Who want to deal with a toxic environment? Because at the end of the day, nobody want to deal with that. They got options. Nobody want to work at McDonald's if they could work at a better job. I'm sorry. You don't want to put yourself in a position where, you know what I'm saying, your mental health might be in question because you have people that feel like they too invested into the franchise. Not only just this guy, but you know what I'm saying, Caitlyn Clark fan in the fever too. So until she get those things corrected, until she could get her fan base under control, until she could evolve her game instead of being this one-trick pony, she know how to counteract and have a second gear and become the leader, not only as a vocal leader, but as a player on the court by example. Once she start to do those things, then her championship aspirations might be more realistic.
Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna play this clip. And this clip is just about, I don't know if she getting lost on defense or she just don't care about defense, but she gotta clean this up, y'all.
Walk in on D. There you go.
What the fuck was that, Caitlyn? Oh my
God.
Oh my God, they turned my goat into Sue Bird.
She had not found the stroke coming into tonight.
She was fuck.
What the fuck?
Caitlyn, you're fucking up the
She
defense,
is
bro.
lost. And didn't Caitlyn.
Somebody got a block out.
Caitlyn.
She was supposed to be
No,
guarding.
that was crazy.
She was supposed to be guarding Willa, y'all.
Now, this is what I will say.
Uh-huh.
All this stuff was there last year.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
But nobody wanted to cover it. Nobody wanted to say anything about it but us.
Yes.
And you see how we got clown for it, called haters and everything, right? So like my grandmother said, If you wait for a dog, it might turn into a fucking pony. And see, what happened is we covered all this last year on this channel, in this community. We talked about the deficiencies Caitlyn Clark had defensively, shooting the ball and turning it over. But we were called the biggest racists and the biggest haters. Now, all of a sudden, second year in, why are all these videos come out? Why are all these videos coming out now showing the same things that we talked about last year? Why are her fan base starting to turn on her, talking about bench her? Why is her fan base making excuses for her that she's sick? She got a pulled growing. Her big toenail hurt. Why come all these excuses are coming out now? But we saw all this last year, but when we covered it, we was the biggest haters on YouTube. Now you got all these clips coming out of people talking about Caitlyn Clark the same way we talked about Caitlyn Clark last year. Now you got videos with these media personnel coming out talking about she's a drama queen. She's a phony. She's a flop. She turns the ball over too much. Now she got I saw the thing on talking about the giveaways for the turnovers, but they're not going to steal my me bricks. They're not going to steal it. So everybody using the word me bricks, y'all know where that originated from. So give me my just dues. Y'all know where it originated from. So now everybody's running with this me bricks thing. I heard some people in their videos yesterday talking about, okay, what's going on with the me bricks? Y'all over here. Y'all over here in my business now. And you always been over here. You're always taking stuff that's coming. You take stuff from this community all the time and try to take it to your community. That's what it is. Y'all can't hide no more. I see everybody out there. Now you see these people going at Caitlyn Clark supporters now.
Yeah,
y'all saw what the dude Dan from Outkick did when at Adrian Ross. You saw that.
Yeah.
These people are getting exposed. These people are getting exposed. So this is what I'm saying. When we say stuff on this stuff, what I've always told y'all, what don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. I took all the heat. You know, I'm gonna call myself the Allen Iverson of the goddamn YouTube. You know how Allen Iverson changed the culture back in 1996?
Uh-huh.
This is what I'm doing, changing the culture. Because now everybody trying to do the shit I'm doing. And that's just a fact. That's just a fact.
To answer your question, boss, you said you were talking about this last year, but they didn't want to cover this last year.
That's what I'm saying.
But the reason being because they're making money off of. Now the money's saturated. There's no more money to be made. Now it's okay to be truthful.
Yeah.
It's no different than a dude that kind of pursue a woman, love bomb her, give her stuff, tell her all the things she want to hear. Once he got her, all of a sudden his real personality come out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing with this situation.
Yeah.
It's a classic manipulation tactic. And so now, at the end of the day, these phonies not supposed to their real truth. And the guy you're talking about is Dan Dockich, who was a cast off of ESPN.
Yeah.
But either way.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, now they allow the out kids, the Jason Whitlock, the Brandon Tatums, like I said, a lot of these platforms, now they can't make money off this woman anymore. Now all of a sudden they want to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they want to be critical.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they want to speak their mind.
Yeah.
But last year when the money was coming in hand over fist off of Caitlyn Clark's name, they wanted to ignore all the signs that were clearly there from the whole time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we know phony people do things in the dark and it comes out of the light. Bottom line.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about Jonathan said, talking about Hope B. Frank came up with that me bounds. No, he didn't. That thing came off the 520 podcast with Jeff T. So don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for what he over there talking about. Because he got exposed to.
And the only thing we were saying last year was this. Remember us and people was crucifying us for it? Can y'all talk about the other people on the team? Can y'all give some credit to Kelsey Mitchell, who bailed them out of many moons Aaliyah Boston, can you give them some credit?
They won't.
No, when they said we was hate. When we
Yeah.
said Kelsey Mitchell was the closer, she ain't the closer.
Yeah.
I
But
beg to differ.
Keisha, what they try to do, right? They not giving Kelsey Mitchell or Aaliyah Boston their credit. They're focused on the excuses for her struggles. That's what they doing.
No, K-Sap, it's even worse. I told y'all, it said that while she's struggling, ain't nobody doing anything on the team but Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall.
That's a narrative they put.
That's in my comments. Nobody is doing nothing but Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall. As if Kelsey Mitchell ain't doing what she do every single night. As if AB this year, coming off of Unrivaled, ain't cooking all the food in the kitchen and eating it all by herself with her arm wrapped around the food with a teaspoon and eating it rapid fire.
Let me tell you something, Bro Claude. AB didn't like the way she looked in Unrivaled, and she is making up for that right now.
She went to the Bahamas, got in shape, came back, got ready for the little preseason. And like I said, and I told y'all, AB made me eat humble pie because the way she looked in Unrivaled, I said she looked a step slow, looked like she, picked up a few pounds, but she went over to the Bahamas and dropped a little weight, and she came back and she been balling out. They won't give her credit. Just like I said this about Kelsey Mitchell last year. Kelsey Mitchell is the closer of that team. What did I tell y'all last year? When the bright lights come on, Caitlyn Clark is like Gizmo. She runs away from the spotlight. The bright lights come on and she go hide. Put the ball in Kelsey Mitchell's hand, and Kelsey Mitchell gonna take them tough shots. She gonna come down, pull up, and transition from three. She gonna get it off. You know what I'm saying?
Deja vu, but it's not deja vu.
So that's what I'm saying, man.
Like this guy say, he said Caitlyn Clark is an amazing player, but yes, there are other players in the W. She's having a slump right now, which all players have and go through. But be just as loud about other players like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell and their heroics and talent.
But you know what I have a problem with, Keisha? Look at the graphic you got on the screen. Just look at that graphic. What is missing from that graphic?
Hold on. Hold on. What you mean? What's missing?
What's missing from that graphic?
I don't know.
This is what they'll try to do. What's missing from that graphic? You see how they got Aaliyah Boston 31 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell 26, 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Look what they got for Caitlyn. They got 6 points, 9 assists, 2 rebounds. Where's the fucking 8 turnovers? Where's the 8 turnovers?
Oh yeah,
and that's every video that was out there last night. They didn't want to put the turnovers on there. They wanted to say, "Oh, she had a bad game, 6 points, 9 assists, 2 rebounds." Nah, put the turnovers on there. Don't hide them turnovers.
More turnovers than points.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch it at first.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't fall victim to this stuff, man.
Right.
This is what they'll do. This is what they'll try to sweep under the rug. This is what the headlines will be. The headlines won't focus on the turnovers.
Right.
The headlines won't do that. If you look at all sports across in the NBA, if somebody has a high turnover game, they're going to put them turnovers on that stat line when they put it on the headline.
They're going to put it right away.
They're going to put it there. If that's LeBron James, they're putting his turnovers on there.
Hold on before the ball go. I just want to give y'all a glimpse into the clan. This one comment says, Caitlyn has a long history of migraines. The Mabry knockdown may have jarred her brain and heightened the headaches. Her glum expressions the last 3 games look like a migraine pain. She's slower, fumbling her dribble, traveling, missing long shots badly, and giving up on defense. They say Mabry jarred her brain, K-Step. Go ahead, Duval.
They crying in heaven with this shit. They crying in heaven with this shit right here. They are crying in heaven. The point guards of the basketball world in heaven is crying right now.
This
Lulu is existing.
this is diabolical, man. This is what they do. But don't fall victim, guys. Stay focused.
Go ahead, Duval.
I'm gonna throw a quick stat at you on Boss Man in the audience. Do you know Caitlyn got the most 7 turnover games, which was 7 overall, and she got it in 42 games?
Oh,
Well,
damn.
you ain't telling me nothing I don't know. I stay on top of her turnovers so I can light these fools up.
Oh yeah, we stay right on it.
The next best is 6 by Becky Hammond, and she did it in 236 games.
Do you hold on? I'm gonna say this, Duval, since you're on the turnover thing. Do you realize Caitlyn Clark is on pace to break her own turnover record she set last year, and she's already missed 5 games?
Yes.
Think about that.
I read that. And the reason why they're not gonna get Kelsey Mitchell and Lil Boston credit is they white.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you why. Let me read it to you. One of these people said the reason Kelson and Boston get such easy looks sometimes is because of Clark's gravity and bringing 2 defenders.
I'm gonna tell you why I said the Caucasian part matters. Because a big portion of her fan base are MAGA. They don't care about the basketball game itself. They care about who Caitlyn Clark represents. And what she represents is a symbol of white supremacy. And so because of that, they would not give Aaliyah Boston or Kelsey Mitchell credit, or they would not show them women the same praise that they'll show Caitlyn Clark, because they don't represent their best interest. That's all I got to say in that situation.
So when the Commissioner Cup is, when is the Commissioner Cup championship? The Commissioner Cup championship.
I've been so focused on trying to send coaching notes to Tyler Mars.
Hey, chat. When is the Commissioner Cup championship supposed to be played?
I ain't had time to look that up. But I can look it up. Hold
on. If y'all know, put it in the chat while Keisha looking. The Commissioner Cup was Jimmy Reed also, because Indiana ain't supposed to have been in that.
Let them have it, bro, Claude.
It was Jimmy Reed. But the thing is this. Because of the way Kathy Engelberg is behaving and letting things go and move around the basketball, the WNBA basketball world, the way she's letting things go down, it's so diabolical and so, it's so dangerous, because she know what Indiana is. And then to call it America's team, she didn't say that. She said she's going to do her deed to Indiana and make them America's team. I beg to differ. It's either New York, Chicago, or LA. Maybe Las Vegas, because our MVP is there. Maybe Minnesota, because of all the banners that they didn't have.
It's July 1st.
Maybe somewhere where they're winning, and they've been winning for a long time, in Phoenix. Maybe. But Indiana? Are you serious? Kathy Engelberg has set the WNBA on fire for giving a narcissist young lady who says I can do what the F I want to do. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Who the hell you think you is, little Sheldon girl? Ain't nothing finna happen to me. Nah.
She ain't mean to say that. She was just in her feelings. It was just the heat of the moment, bro. Claude.
You should put that up on the screen. You see it at the bottom? You should see it.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. You ain't no good.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, that's what it is, man.
We selling some.
It's what we selling.
I mean, that's what's going on, man.
That's
I
what
mean,
we selling, baby.
He breaking records since 2024, man. I mean, it is what it is.
World famous turnovers.
No, real talk. Look, she got to get a handle on that turnover thing. She got,
No,
and she got to,
no,
she
she
got to
don't.
get it. Let me tell you what she got to get a handle on. Stop trying to perform these circus tricks for these people out here, man. That logo shot, unless you Steph Curry,
Keisha,
that 3-point logo shot is a low percentage shot.
player. You not listening, player.
I'm
She
trying
can
to help
do
her.
whatever she effing wants.
Okay, I tried.
She said she can do whatever the F she wants.
Okay.
It ain't gonna be called. That means she could go in the middle of midday and walk to the corner, pull out her 45 and shoot somebody in the head. Don't that sound like somebody we know?
I'm just telling her she keeps shooting them globetrotter shots and they're not falling. She gonna become a meme.
July the 1st.
All she
Okay.
need to do is ask her rival about becoming a meme. She don't want him to start making videos about her logo shots not going in because
Man,
2 or 23 or 1 or 23 is diabolical. You got to stop shooting. Caitlyn, I usually tell shooters to keep shooting, but I'm going to tell you, look, stop doing that shit, man. You're going to shoot your team out of games.
When y'all gonna start realizing, man, she is not a shooter.
say it, K-Sap.
Y'all, man, we just gotta be real, man. I mean, if you looking at it from a basketball standpoint, man,
Nope.
I can come down across half court and let it fly. It's a 50% chance that it's gonna go in, man.
Look,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, anybody can do that. The thing about it is, I've told y'all, right? This is what happens, right? In basketball, it started off last year. You saw she struggled out the gate because they was picking her up 94 feet. Bro Claude said the call was in. They had to back off of her, right? Just so, you know, the machine could shine, right? So now what's happening is, right? Everybody was cultivated at Iowa because she was shooting logo threes, right? College ball defense is different, right? But now you got her. This is her second year in, right? I don't want all the excuses about the sinus infection, the quad, and all that. If her ass is hurting, she's not feeling it, set your ass down, right?
Yeah,
that's
what
the
I
thing.
say.
So now you come down, you're gonna be like this. In transition, like I said, where she excels in transition. You put Caitlyn Clark in transition, that's her game. She's a transitional type player. Coming up the court with the ball, she's an exceptional passer, but I think sometimes the pass will be there and she waits too late to make the hero pass. That's why she's creating all these turnovers, right? So what I'm saying is Caitlyn Clark coming down in transition. She's going to shoot them logo three. She has that range. I'm not taking that away from her. She got logo range. But does she shoot it at a high clip? Hell no. She's inefficient, right? The crowd got cultivated in Iowa because that's what she did. And then she plays to the crowd. So now you see her come back in her return game against New York. She hit 3 logo threes back to back. The crowd was shaking, rocking. Oh, yo, she's back. But what happens when you get a team that has a physical defender that been playing you ever since the AAU circuit all the way up to college and J.C. Sheldon? J.C. Sheldon knows your weaknesses. It's certain people that know certain people's weaknesses. J.C. Sheldon said, I'm going to crowd her. Once I crowd her, let's see what she's going to do. She can't handle the ball. She can't go left. She tries to get back right. Every shot that she's shooting now, that's got to be in a half-court set because she can't create her own shot. She got to get picks and screens set for her. And then she gets a little off-arm push-off to create space and shoot. But every time she shoots, she's leaning. She's not stationary unless she's coming down in transition, pulling up from the logo. That's the only time her body language is straight on a shot. In the half-court set, you play some defense on her and get the ball out of her hand. Oh, just like Skylar Diggins said last night, our job was to shut Caitlyn down. They did that. Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell stepped up, but they did a great job on
CC.
Caitlyn Clark because of the pressure. Like you said, Keisha, pressure bust pipes. And if you play Caitlyn Clark like that for the rest of the year, she's just an average Joe.
Hey, top 3-point shooters of 2025. First in ratings, not having made more, Tahina Pow in her percentage. Ryan Howard, Atlanta Dream. So that's 2 Atlanta Dream players. Sabrina Ionescu, Kelsey Plum, Kelsey Mitchell is the 5.
Don't even say Kelsey Mitchell name. I kept on uttering Kelsey Mitchell name last year.
5.
I was diabolical.
Just Google it. The 5 best 3-point shooters.
And guess what? 5. And guess what all of them have in common, Bro Claude? They can get their own
shot.
They can get their own shot. This girl is worse than Enrique.
Inconsistent, man.
You don't want to put it. Don't put over there with Enrique.
Because that's my girl. This girl is worse than Enrique.
You think she up there chucking? Wait, Bro Claude, you think she up there chucking shots like Enrique?
Did you see that shot she chucked from the half-court line and it didn't hit nothing but the side of the backboard?
Caitlyn, you got to get this. You got to get this cleaned up.
Air ball.
You got to get
after that.
You got to get this cleaned up. You don't want to be putting that shot chucker category. You don't want to be over there.
Rachel Benham shoot better than Caitlyn Clark. God damn. That's crazy work.
If we honest with us,
crazy work.
If we honest with ourselves, she knocked Steph Curry. Her game more Trae Young.
No, that's Ionescu. That's Sabrina Ionescu in that category. That's why she was in the 3-point contest. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Caitlyn. Can she shoot and hit a 3?
Oh yeah, she can
shoot. Everybody can do that. Everybody could.
I'm gonna pull up before the defense comes because I don't want to be touched.
She gonna pull up just to see if that shit go in.
Hey,
I can't make it up, K-Sap.
Let me get the money.
Let me get the money.
Hit it.
Here comes the money.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. Nate say, make sure you guys go and check out KSAP and the Full Court Trio, other videos. Like and subscribe to the family. Thank you, Nate. Thank you.
He didn't say that, Keisha.
Oh, he did?
Nah, he said make sure you go and check out KSAP and the Full Trio other videos.
I think
he didn't say nothing about no full court.
He meant full court.
No, he didn't. He's talking about us 3. Go check out our videos. You gotta pay attention.
You a hater.
He's letting people in the chat know to go watch everybody's videos. Stop trying to downplay our other channels, Keisha. I don't like that.
You better listen to the boss, but boss, you know she's from Louisiana.
Please go subscribe.
You know she's from Louisiana. Y'all better leave her.
That's what he was trying to say, Keisha.
Hold on a minute. Let me go check my likes. I
told you the ball. I can't make this stuff.
Hey guys. Hey, stop. In the chat, we got 85 likes and there's 200 of y'all in here. 203.
Oh, boy.
Hit the like button, y'all. Please.
Boss already gonna get.
See, if I was running this show tonight, man, we wouldn't be having all this problems.
Shut up. You the one over there making.
Keisha, you got to talk to the chat, man. The chat wants you to talk to them. Chat ain't seen none of love.
Look at Nate.
Thank you. Nate said everybody, Keisha. See?
Here's the money.
Hey, y'all got hey, you already got a jerk.
Don't worry about it, chat. I'll take over on Friday, man.
Thank you for the $2.
I don't know what's going on.
Everybody, Keisha, thank you, Nate, for being here for me. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Chat, I apologize for the show being a little
clunky.
Yeah, Duvall, you feel me. I apologize.
I told you Devon is a
I
wild
almost got
dog.
put off YouTube. Thank you, Tierra, for
See-
the $2 super chat. I'm
I
sick,
told you
but I'm
Devon
cracking
was
up.
a-
Thanks,
You see-
y'all.
Chat, if y'all want me to start speaking up, I'll get this in motion, man.
Hit the button
Here
again.
comes the money.
Thank you, AC Showtime Calvin, for the $5 super chat. Rakia has an interview saying Angel Reese is in her top 5 in the W with social media presence. It's on IG. They're friends again. Okay.
I just sent you the
Keisha
video.
Yeah, she needs a little supervision. I know, Nadia. She needs a little supervision. See, look, chat. Don't worry about it, chat. I'll do the job on Friday because Keisha off somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if she's still on
Hey, Sister
Eastern
Nadia.
Standard Time. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, man.
You better shut
I
up
don't know
before
what
I
it is,
start
man.
singing my Smurf song. Leave
So
me
pretty
alone.
turn. Hey, AK7, you know she from Louisiana now.
Wait
But
a minute.
I'm just saying,
Tony said
man.
he stepped away for a minute and
Hey,
come back to a
man,
photo
listen,
of
I'm
me.
with you, boss,
Funny.
but I
But
know that
this is what I'm saying.
this
Look,
player from Louisiana.
when you send a woman to do a man's job, this is what happens.
Tula play. Purple and
Oh,
gold skies. Purple and gold skies, Tula.
You see what I'm saying? Tulip, don't play into that nonsense, Keisha. Don't play into that nonsense, man. Chat, y'all can be honest, man. Be honest, man. Be
Purple
honest.
and gold skies.
Keisha just she a little off, man. Just be honest, guy.
Let me ask the panel: are y'all finished hating on Caitlyn? Because they say that's all we do is hate. Are y'all finished hating?
We didn't even say
we
nothing
didn't
about
even get into what we was actually trying. We actually was really trying to prevent because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm trying to help you out, Keisha.
No,
Right,
what I'm
I'ma tell
saying
you this,
is,
Keisha, though.
are
No,
y'all?
seriously.
Do y'all want to? This is what I do want to
Oh
ask
yeah,
y'all.
we can move to the next subject, but I'm just
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you. This is what I'm telling you. The girl said she could do whatever the F she wants to do. Now, what you gonna do with a player that had a 2-year player that's chucking up shots, turning the ball over, not playing defense? No. Y'all didn't hear me. She's not playing the game of basketball because she chucking up shots, missing. She turning the ball over to the other team. And then she's not playing defense. She's doing what she wants to. Hey, Sister Trudy, what's up? What's up, Trudy? She doing what she wants to do. She said, I could do what the F I want to do. So the 3 aspects of what you expect for a person to do in a basketball game, she's not doing that.
I got a question before we get.
Offense.
I got a question before I get out of here off this topic. I want to ask the panel real quick, rapid fire. Do you think DeWanna Bonner kind of forcing her way out of Indiana is a bad look for the league?
No, because that's what the league is today. I mean, that's the NBA do the same thing. That's
Gotcha.
just the society. That's the social media society today. It's just unfortunate. They know their power and they're using it.
I'm with you, K-Sat. What you think? You on mute.
I'm glad she out. You know what I'm saying? That's just, she stood 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? She saw when she got over there that the shit wasn't. Something ain't right in here. Let me get going.
Right.
She just said, it stink.
Yeah, she knew something was gone, and that's why. That's why.
Here comes the money.
He said, thank you, Gamble310, for the $5 super chat. He said, K-Sap, I would make that my screensaver, but that's too petty.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think, when DeWanna Bonner got over there, that's why I said I had no problem with DeWanna Bonner saying what she said. You know what I'm saying? Because, she knew that, I guess she got in practice and was like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it.
What you think, bro, Clark? Does it look bad for the league for a player to push out of a franchise 12 games into the season?
It looks bad for the franchise, not the league.
Okay.
It looks bad for the franchise first. But if this is a continuous thing, it's bad for the league. Why is it bad for the league? No, the league is not being charged that the activity that is going on that said team, yes, it's that said team's uh, responsibility to control the heat, the weather of that team. So no, what the league is in charge of is who does what, how they run the organization, and what it looks like. Okay, but they don't have no effect on that. So I say, shut that ass up, damn.
Nah, it ain't bad for the league because this is just a reflection of what the league is today. It's no different than Kevin Durant telling the Phoenix Suns what teams he wanted to go to, and he wanted to go to Houston. They sent him to Houston. It's no different than the Bonner telling the world that hey, her agent said, hey, don't claim me on waivers. I want to go to Mercury. That's just a reflection of what society is today. The WNBA just reflected their behavior off of the NBA. That's all. That's just what we are as a society today.
But I will say this. I do agree with Bro Claude. I do think it looks bad on the organization in this respect. And I'm gonna tell you this, and then we're gonna get off it. To give a player $200,000 and to have your fan base watch this player not, complete their contract for whatever the reason is, it does kind of look bad on the organization because it's not like, she was supposed to be one of the cornerstones of this said contending team, right, K-Set? She was supposed to be one of these cornerstones. So I think it kind of looks a little bad on the Fever that you roll off. Look, you paid out them $200,000 paper bills.
I gotta disagree with you on this.
Okay.
Why is it gonna look bad on the organization? It's gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad on. It's gonna look bad on Caitlyn Clark. We can't move the goalposts because when we talk about the NBA players, when we talk about LeBron James, when these people leave, they leave because of LeBron. These coaches get fired because of LeBron, right? So if Caitlyn Clark wants to be that mogul like LeBron, she got to face the piper too. She got to face the music too. So if somebody wants out, don't blame it on the organization. The organization ain't down there playing ball. DeWanna Bonner got in a situation where she said, "Nah, I can't do this."
Mm-hmm.
That's an indictment on Caitlyn Clark. Ain't she supposed to be the star player?
She is. It's a good point.
Now you'll get this label. Don't nobody want to play with Caitlyn Clark. Why come they not making videos now? Don't nobody want to play with Caitlyn Clark? Where's all that at? See, we don't get the same noise when it happens to other players. Gabby Williams didn't want to come back to Chicago. All kinds of videos circulated. Don't nobody want to play with Angel Reese.
They did do that.
DeWanna Bonner forced her way out, but we don't see the narrative. We don't see the shows. We don't see people talking about it. So that's what I'm getting. So don't have nothing to do about the organization.
No, I understand where you're coming from, and you have changed my mind. And then when you look at it from that perspective, she the superstar player. It's gonna fall on her.
Exactly.
Duval, I'll let you get in there.
No, I was just say you only have to look at LeBron James. Just look at Angel Reese. When Teaspoon got terminated, they blamed that on Angel Reese.
That's the point I'm trying to make, Duval.
That's what I'm saying. When Isabel Harris and Dana Evans were complaining about the fans' treatment, they blamed that on Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, yeah.
They even blamed on Angel Reese that other teams want to help her keep her double streak alive.
Yep.
You're right.
But you know what I'm saying? You can't blame these Caitlyn Clark fans making up these false narratives because Angel Reese is the superstar player. And that's what comes with it.
Exactly.
You get all the praise, you're going to get all the blame.
That's
and
my
Caitlyn
point.
Clark got to get all the blame. She got to get all the smoke because she should have got all the smoke last year when Chris's side got fired.
Exactly.
You're right.
But no, like I told y'all, she is in the degree the LeBron James of the WNBA is. Some of her fans will protect her and make it everybody else's fault instead of Caitlyn's fault.
And see, the issue I have, like you go back to last year when Teresa Weatherspoon got fired. Everybody wanted to make videos. All Angel got Teresa Weatherspoon fired. You talk about Isabel Harrison and Dana Evans. Oh, it was all about Angel Reese. Now Christy Sides get fired. Nobody want to hold Caitlin Clark accountable. And I said this last year. Can we consider her a coach killer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I don't think Stephanie White gonna make it.
And that's what I said. So when Stephanie White comes in, and if y'all run Stephanie White out of town, what y'all gonna say about that? Y'all not gonna hold Caitlin accountable? Y'all just gonna blame it on the coach?
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is, what's happening is Caitlin Clark is playing so bad, but they want to run Stephanie White out the game. I mean, out the coaching box, right? And the thing about it is, her struggles have been elevated and magnified now that everybody sees it. Now you want to blame it on Stephanie White. Now you want to blame it on a sinus infection, a hip contusion, a quad strain, migraines. How you gonna have all that at once?
And
like this is crazy.
What makes it so fun? They said Stephanie White supposed to be this coaching upgrade over Christy Sides. She's supposed to be the missing piece.
Exactly.
That's what they said.
And now they want her terminated.
Yeah.
But I think she's gonna leave at the end of the year because, like I said, being under that microscope is too much. Like I said, being under that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese microscope ain't for the weak.
But what I'm saying is,
better look out for it too.
Who's gonna be the coach?
That's why we talking about these topics. That no matter who they bring in there, y'all, these two superstars are gonna have the spotlight on them. So if you sign up to coach them, you got to know what come with it, man.
Yeah,
man. You're not a coach. You have to come in and you have to take over. You have to build your culture. You got to. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
Mm-hmm.
The year that David Blatt got fired from Cleveland, and he had the best record in the Eastern Conference, but what's his name said they was missing something, so they brought in T. Lue. You got to be the type of coach like T. Lue when you have somebody like LeBron to come in and say, "Hey, you got to shut up. I'm the coach. Let me coach."
Mm-hmm.
And this is the type of coach that Caitlin Clark needs. You can't be, babysitting her. You got to let her know when she's wrong. All the little attitudes in your body language coming over, snatching the water bottles from the water people and slapping tables. Nah, can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a coach to come in and you got to put the clamp down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be a coach that you're not afraid to set your star player down when she's making mistakes. And I told it, and to this point, what Mick Hoop did when he talked about set her butt down, all them turnovers. If I'm a coach, Steve Kerr and Popovich, they don't care who you are. They gonna set you down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they need to treat. That's how they need to treat Caitlin, man. You out there making mistakes and you hurting the team. Get your ass over here.
Hey, everybody in the chat, hit the like button. I'm up to 98 likes, and I should be up to 200. Y'all gonna make me roll up on y'all.
You're not talking to them right.
The like button. Look, we about to go to the next topic before I slap.
Yeah, I shared something. Put that on the screen.
Before I slap K-Sap through the screen.
just put that on the screen. Just let the chat.
Somebody take K-Sap phone from him.
I'm just being real. Somebody got to cover it.
K-Sap, on top of that, her coach need to call her out in no press conferences. Her coach need to call her out saying your defense ain't good enough.
Yeah.
You know what? You know why I say that? Because like Luka right now, they said Luka is getting into the best shape of his life.
Oh yeah, they said Luka slimmed down.
But why? Because JJ Redick
called him out. Called all them cats out.
Yeah, JJ Redick called him out. Yeah.
His physical condition wasn't championship ready.
Yeah.
Sometimes don't be afraid of Caitlin Clark might be mad at you and she don't want to talk to you. Sometimes you need to call her out in the media, telling her that hey, where she having shortcomings, and hopefully that she would take it seriously enough to work on her shortcomings. That way you'll know if she a real leader or not.
Hold up, guys. Look, check this out, man. We got 205 people watching, man. Y'all need to hit the like button. We're gonna take a moment of silence, and y'all gonna hit this like button before we continue. Y'all gotta stop being that way.
Before we get to the next topic. The next topic is on the way, but we need some likes.
Y'all got to come in, wipe your feet, kick back, and hit the like button. Reddick Milky Way already told on y'all. People that's watching it from your TV, you can still hit the like button. This is 2025. I know technology is a little bit difficult for some people, but put your finger on that like button.
Hit it.
Put your finger on that like button. Tell them Sportsway with Dre Day podcast. Tell them hit the like button, man. Y'all got to stop being diabolical, man. All y'all got to do is hit the like button.
Hit the like.
Hey, I like that copy wrong protected. No, you ain't got to hit the like button for me. I don't want you to.
Hit the like button, please, y'all.
But you already hit it though. So hey, I mean, it don't matter to me. Go ahead and unlike. Go ahead and untap it.
No, tap it for me. Don't listen to him. Tap it. Tap in.
Yeah. I got it, Dre. I just got it, Dre. I see it.
All right,
y'all hit the like button, man.
We gonna get to the next topic. What is KSAP? Stop it.
Stop what? Nah, bro, Claude messed that up. We don't want real stuff like that. Put that other picture back up in there. They don't know what that is.
They know what them apples is, and they know what them turnovers is.
We got to put a face to it. All mine got faces on it. Put it back up, man.
Lakeisha, have my little clip ready for me when you go to the next topic.
Look, let me. Bro, Claude, where does your boss get these images from?
Man, just keep running your show, Keisha.
We done. We moving on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about another franchise that I know y'all have listened to us in the Players Club, crash out, talk mess, talk crap, talk this, that, and the other, which is the Chicago Sky. It has been brought to our attention that Bro Clark seems to think, look, rookies can't be trying to be in on no contending teams. And he is right to a certain extent. But what we want to talk about is whether we think the Chicago Sky can get their stuff together to put a winning team around the superstars we have, Kamilla and Angel. Angel's already a superstar, and Kamilla has superstar talent that needs to be unlocked and unleashed. She's starting to come around these last couple of games, but she just needs, if we get somebody to unlock it, we can build around these two young ladies. But do they have the franchise that can capitalize on their talent and possibly start the process? I'm going to say start the process of getting a contending team around Kamilla and Angel Reese. I'll go to you, K-Sap. Do you think Chicago Sky can get it done so these ladies don't be looking at their rookie contract going, I'm getting the hell out of here?
Yeah, I think they can get it done, man. I think I mean, you know something, it's like a catch-22 right now.
Okay.
And the reason why I say it's a catch-22, man, because I didn't get a chance to come up at the whole house last night to talk about what I wanted to talk about. Okay. But what I'm saying is, last night I saw a difference in the Chicago Sky's energy, right? I saw a difference in their aggressiveness. I saw a difference in their willing to get 50-50 balls. I saw a difference in, like you pointed out, Keisha, how Rebecca Allen set the tone. Mm-hmm. I saw a difference. I saw a difference in Kamilla Cardoso, what she is capable of doing, of people talking about the high ceiling that she has. Mm-hmm. I've seen that, right? So I'm saying to myself last night, I'm not giving Tyler Marsh no credit for nothing. Them women went out there and took that game.
They did.
They started off in the first quarter, they started off bad. Second quarter, halftime, they down. Third quarter, they came out and had one of their better third quarters because, you know, we get blitzed in the third quarter. But the team that they have around it, we missing like two pieces that I think could get them over the hump, man. We need a point guard. If we had a point guard and some athletic wing, I think this team would be right where they need to be. They can compete. Because if you get what you got out of Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso, what you got last night, man, it could be scary, man. And then you'll be able to move Angel Reese all around the court. She just won't be stationary. Because Keisha, what me and you said, she's killing from that mid post on that block from the right and left. That nice little look. She got the ball in the mid post on the right block. Saw Ariel Atkins at the top of the key, saw her cut back door, and she fed the dime to her.
Yeah.
That's where you can be a playmaker out of the mid post. That standing at the top of the key, that don't benefit Angel Reese.
Yeah.
But I think they just missing two to three pieces, man, where they can compete. Right now, they still got to find a way to get themselves in playoff contention. But I think they can. I think they can do it, man. I think they can put the pieces around, man, before her rookie contract is up. It's just you got to sit down and you got to speak to ownership management and you got to find the right way, because there's some pieces that you can get out of there and there's some pieces that you can pick up. Like we talk about Kia Nurse. I mean, you can waive Kia Nurse, man. You can waive Maddie Westbelt and pick up the right pieces, man. Somebody to come in and give a jolt. But I think they can do it, man. I think there's a potential for them to do it, man.
I would say before I let Brokard go, I would say, look, if they give you anywhere close to this type of production is, I don't think people understand. They have to pull every juice out of the berry to get this team. I mean, 18 points, 17 rebounds.
That's not Tyler Marsh, though. That's not Tyler Marsh. That's them girls went out there and did it, Keisha.
I know. And if they get a point guard, and like you say, an athletic wing, just somebody, because really and truly, Angel should have had a triple-double last night, because a lot of her she had other passes that just didn't convert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Kamilla, I like Kamilla. Long as she's aggressive, I'll take whatever she gives me. To be honest,
got to keep her involved, man.
She just got to be aggressive and keep being involved. I'm gonna go to Broclaw. Look, will Broclaw shock us and think about this objectively, or will he just say, "Yeah, sure, Chicago gonna get everything together and make a contending team"? Go, Broclaw.
Well, I stand where I stood. I don't expect no championship to come and no rookie tandem from this organization. They need a few years just to get themselves and gather themselves together. They got another year just to actually Michael Alter and Nadia Rollinson in Clan, in company, in Dwayne Wade with his 5%, $5 ass. They need to get themselves together first as an organization and actually build a culture from the ground up, from them being, of course, the center of them having a community center and actually building them their own gym. That's the first thing. The second thing is to take care of the players properly, which they're starting to do. Angel had professed to that on her page when Courtney and whatever, it's on Angel's page with what they said. She said that they do have hotels now and they do let them, you know what I mean, if they got to take a ride further away, they are able accommodated to hotels. But you shouldn't even be having to be clowned like that. You guys got to understand that this is a rebuilding situation. I say it over and I say it over again. This, until they do the infrastructure of what's going on as a business. Angel Reese will not ever, Kamilla Cardoso won't ever be able to benefit from the greatness. Now, what I would say is that, Angel, I hope that you're watching. I know our name is out there now on fire, but I hope you and Kamilla have a pact to stay together. Have a pact to stay together and stay together to win the championship with each other. Don't trade off. Neither one asks for a trade. I hope you guys don't let any of the girls that comes in, none of them, break y'all bond and where y'all at, and talk things out between one another. You guys are young, and when it's a misunderstanding, y'all get together as sisters. But I believe that if they make this pact and do what they need to do, I see a long, long, long winning legacy in Chicago with Kamilla Cardoso and Angel Reese as the mega star that she is. So I land.
Hey, hit the money. Hit the money. Thank you, AC Shot-Town Calvin, for the $2 super chat. He said Angel should have had a triple dub yesterday.
Hey, Riddick Milky Way, you better stop messing with me. Don't start. Don't start. You just want you don't want Chicago to even have a team, Riddick Milky Way. You don't even want Chicago to have a team. That's called hating.
Thank you, Dre Stewart, for the $5 super chat. Did y'all see Micah Alter and Lisa Leslie chopping it up at the game? They say beside each other. We about to get into that.
Yeah.
Duval, you up?
I'm ready.
You want me to put up your graphic now?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Hold on. Lord. I feel like I'm
Riddick Milky Way won't. She don't even want a Chicago Sky team. She don't want nothing in Chicago. She want to bomb my city.
Hold on.
Diabolical, Riddick.
Let's take a look at the video board for a look back at the highlights.
Oh, Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh better be worried.
Hey, man.
So I told Lakeisha to get this video that I sent to her. The clock is ticking on Tyler Marsh. And I'm telling y'all this right now. The clock is ticking on Tyler Marsh. And there's a pathway where the Chicago Sky can be championship contenders, and she might be a part of it. Reason being is this. That's not the first game she came to. She was at the Liberty game. She was at the LA game. And I personally seen her at the Atlanta game. So that's 4 games that she was personally at this year to see Angel Reese. There's something there. It's not nothing. It's something. And when it comes to 2026 free agency, if the people that Angel Reese want to recruit say, hey, man, this Tyler Marsh, I ain't feeling it. A lot of those women love Lisa Leslie. A lot of those women respect the fact that she's a legend and she's easy to talk to and she likes working out with people. She especially when she was in On Rival, she did a lot of, workouts and training with a lot of those On Rival players, guards and post players. From Angel to Nafisa to the Leah Boston to many other. Dejanay, she was one of those too. And I'm saying all that to say this. If that's the case, if they make a move like that, if they go to Lisa Leslie, who will want to coach Angel, and who I think will be the Don Steadley to Kamilla that Kamilla needs, that could get that consistency out of her, I can see a pathway where if they go free agency and get a couple of free agents come into the team, come into the franchise, Angel being a great defensive player and Kamilla goodish defensively. And if you could get that defense shored up next year, I can see a path where they could be a championship contending team. But it's gonna start and end with that later. But it's gonna be in Tyler Marsh. It's up to Tyler Marsh to determine his own future. So he had to show something. Because like I said, if he don't show anything, you don't think Angel Reese gonna go to that owner that y'all see right there with the gray hair? Talk to Lisa Leslie and her husband, who went to multiple games this year for Angel Reese. Let me name them again. She was at the New York Liberty game on prime time. They showed her. She talked to her after the game, hugged her. She was at the LA Sparks game when they played on May 24th. I personally seen her at the Atlanta game. Hugged her at the Atlanta game as she was walking out in Atlanta. It's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. She ain't going there just to sell Girl Scout kickers and be more support. There's an agenda behind this. There's something cooking. So that's what I'm telling you, Tyler Marsh. If you're looking, I know you're hearing the whispers too. And you seeing what I'm seeing. You better come up with something creatively where Angel is satisfied with you. Because you don't have to worry about anybody else satisfied with you. It's her you have to worry about satisfied with you. Because she brings in the money. So she got the biggest voice in the room. And so at the end of the day, I can see a path for them winning a championship. But I see that woman being a big reason why they can win that championship. Because she's well respected. She's a big man that know how to develop people. And she would get the best out of Angel Reese and Kamilla. And most importantly, she's somebody that's humble enough that I can see her getting an offensive coordinator to help her with offensive scheme and versatility for this team to get the most out of this roster. Because like I said, and I've been arguing with people, this is not a bad roster. It might have a couple bad pieces, but it's not a bad roster. This roster can win if you got the right coach to get the right amount of talent out of it.
Hey, Duvall, you sure she wasn't there to get Jeff Peace signed?
Nah, I think she wanted to be a coach. Her desire, she wanted to be a coach. When she was on Angel Reese podcast, she said she wanted to be a coach. And it came out that she wanted to be a coach for the Dallas Wings. And they ain't hire her. They went with, Man Bun.
With Man Bun, yeah, they went with
her
Man
desire is to be a coach.
My next question.
Michael she did say she don't want to be no coach no more. She want to go on the upper echelon. Remember?
Nah, you know how women get their feelings. They getting their feelings today. But Angel Reese come out and
say, I ain't say that, Chet. I don't know what he talking about.
Hold on before we get into that. But let me say this. Michael Alter looks very involved, bro, Claude.
You know what make you involved? No. You know what make you involved? $17.8 million. That's last year.
He looked like he involved.
And this year, she gonna make that number in the high 20s, low 30s. I know that for a fact. Because like I said again, ticket prices double, sponsorship money double. They was on the marquee last year. The marquee is the television network. Because I work at a TV station that runs their channel. They was on the marquee. Now they on the U. So what that means, they got a bigger deal for the new network that they saw on this year than they did last year. So money is coming in. So when you got the biggest money in the room, you make the most decisions. There's no different than when you're in a household, you got man and wife. The husband who made the income make all the decisions. When the wife made the income, she don't respect you, she making all the decisions. That's how the game goes. So we already know what it is. So like I said again, Tyler Marsh, get together, get your mind right. You better come up with an offensive scheme that could get both of these players and maximize their potential. Because if not, that tall 6'9" woman will be on the sideline next year for Chicago Sky, Coach Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso to greatness.
Wait, I want to say this one thing before y'all go. Unless you live in a household with a man that is not insecure and give all their money to the wife, and the wife take care of everything for him.
You could tell people that ain't married. They got these philosophies and shit.
No, I grew up in that household.
You could tell mama ain't got no marriage going on.
My grandfather came home every Friday and gave that check over.
Duvall, shut your ass up when it comes to marriage. You don't know shit about that. Me and K-Sap know all about that. Don't talk. Always the single guys always telling how the marriage supposed to go. Ain't been married 2 days. Keep that out your mouth, man.
Look.
All right, Sapien.
Look. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand down, and I'm gonna fall back.
Uh-oh.
Duvall, stop
What's up,
making
my
this. Stop making this about Angel Reese, man.
Yeah, man.
Stop, man.
What else?
Stop. Don't do that, man. How you know she wasn't at the game to watch the Chicago Sky play?
Get the
Not
hell out
just
of here,
Angel
bro.
Reese.
Get the hell
Come
out
on,
of here.
hold
Okay,
up, hold up, stop.
Come on.
Duvall, you so infatuated with Angel, man. You make
Nah, stop.
everything about. This is
Stop
real
that.
talk.
Okay.
Nah, I'm being real. You make everything about Angel Reese, man. If you're gonna be a coach, you're gonna have to coach the team.
Yes.
Don't put yourself in a situation that everybody was running with the narrative that Teresa Weatherspoon was just there to coach Angel Reese and nobody else.
Yes.
That's what we don't want to do. We don't want to cause another narrative if possibility Lisa Leslie has a potential of landing a job.
You could be causing tension on the
you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying is, like, you saying she been there to watch Angel 4 times, man. Just say, hey, she was there to watch the Chicago Sky. We know Angel's on the team, but in order for you to be a great coach, you have to convey to all the other players. You can't have a situation like them girls felt last year, jealousy toward Angel Reese because of Teresa Weatherspoon.
She was there for Kamilla too.
That's what I'm saying. And we can't put Lisa Leslie in that box, man.
Nah, see, boss man, I guess you ignored the part when I said, hey, she.
Nah, you said just Kamilla, but you made it about Angel. Angel go tell them this and that. Don't.
I said those women. I said those women, especially on Rival, they respect her. They respect her because she's a lady and
look,
she
you
works
said
out
it,
with
but
them.
you made it be about Angel, man. We talking about the Chicago Sky.
Yes,
look,
but she's the biggest sales pitch of this
but
situation.
we're not worried about what Angel is, the biggest sales pitch.
Okay.
We are involved. This is what I'm saying.
Y'all.
We already know that. You don't have to convince nobody no more.
We
know that.
We know.
No, I told you.
I get that.
Duvall
let me get the money.
Be one of these parents. He gonna have the kid that he like and whoop all the rest of the kids. He like
Duvall whipping everybody but Caitlyn.
Right. Thank you, AC. Shout out Calvin for the $2 chat. The ball about to be in timeout again.
I'm gonna say this respectfully to this young man right here. First of all, spell my name right. Please go back to school because, like I said, if you go, it's right on the screen. I mean, it's not hard to look. I know you're looking at the screen just like I am. My name is on us. It doesn't matter.
When you on your phone, it's real little.
But then he need to get a bigger phone. Or
there we go. He going back in the chat. There he go. They taking him back. They taking him back down memory lane.
No. Only reason I responded because he super chat.
That's how Duvall came up missing for a couple shows. He kept on messing with the chat.
You didn't messing with the chat. You didn't
messing with the chat, man.
You got it.
Messing with the chat.
He could have spelled your name LAVUD.
You got it.
You let them. Hey, Duvall.
Don't let him take you to that dark place.
Don't let him make you go back and hit the pipe now. Come on now.
You got it, yes, sir.
Don't do that, man. Don't crash out now.
You got it, yes, sir.
Look, the van said, "I knew it wouldn't be long." See how you set yourself up, Duvall, man.
First of all, I'm respectful. I ain't no
I know.
like that.
Look, he said, Duvall, calm down. Duvall, your nickname. Duvall, look, you got caught up in the chat again.
I
told that man to go back to school.
We can't
spell my name right. You know,
hey, look, we can't. Hey, look, I didn't see people spell my name KSAAP. I don't say nothing.
They be saying Clyde.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't say nothing.
They get my stuff right.
Yeah. If y'all not educated,
they didn't spell Keisha's name wrong a couple times.
If y'all ain't educated enough to look at the screen and see
Duvall went at the man in the chat. If you ain't educated enough, I know you see it on the. You need to go back to school. Look, there you go.
Need
back
to go
memory lane, man.
There you go. Come on, man.
Told him to go back to school.
Okay, yes, sir. I wouldn't even say that if he wasn't super chatting. Like I don't look at the chat. I don't even respond to the chat.
Leave the pipe alone. Don't go back to the pipe alone.
We don't want you. We don't want you like Pookie.
I'm holding you, Pookie.
Don't get
Oh,
caught in that. Don't get caught in
Yeah.
that trick bag.
I got my
He
little
was trying.
brother. I got
He
my
was
Duvall,
trying
they
to.
try to
he
get
was
you,
trying-
Duvall, man. They
Yeah, I
He
testing
was
you
trying
now.
to trigger you, Duvall. He
Yeah, I
was
know
trying
they
to
is. I
trigger
know
you.
they is.
You know you easily triggered, man. So
I know
kind of
they
fall
is.
back, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't want
got you.
that PTSD to creep back up on you, man. So just relax, man.
I think you making fun of my situation. I got it.
See,
I
look,
got
look,
it.
he about to get triggered. He
I
about
got
to
it,
get
but
triggered.
it's all good.
All seriousness, though, what do you really think Lisa Leslie at the game for, K-Sap?
Man, she coming to watch the game. She coming to scope and see what's going on. She's a supporter. And like I said, the thing about Lisa Leslie, man, you know, Lisa Leslie is one of them persons, like Bro Claw said on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she don't want to put her name back in the coaching realm.
Unless it's a sure thing.
Yeah, I think her position coming to this game is, and everybody's gonna make whatever they want to make of it. But Lisa Leslie's not trying to come for a coaching position. She's thinking at the top.
You think it's the GM?
Yeah, she's thinking at the top. Because when you see an organization that you got some potential on there, like Duvall pointed out with Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso, right? When you got potential and you see that, and you looking from the outside looking in, knowing what needs to be tweaked, but you got a general manager setting up there that's just, I don't think he has a clue.
And
ain't nobody coming for Jeff P, but they gonna come for Lisa Leslie.
Yeah,
I tell you, she will make her as their GM will make them respectable.
Oh yeah, because now you got somebody in place that played the game at a high level, right?
Oh, they
Hall of Famer, right? So when you look at Lisa Leslie, she's just gonna and see the reason why I'm saying this is because you got to look at the magnitude Lisa Leslie and what she can do for the city of Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
She's a household name.
She is
You
a
know what I'm
household
saying?
name. Listen,
and what I said is she's like, I don't want this coaching job. I think if she was at top, she would get Tyler Marsh in order.
Absolutely. Listen,
I think she would get Tyler Marsh in order.
Let me get the money. Hold on one second.
Hold on a second.
Here comes the money.
Miss D so funny. $2 super chat. She said, "Okay, Dahal, right spelling."
Go ahead.
No, Miss D trolling.
Don't say nothing, Duvall. Don't say nothing.
Go ahead, Duvall.
Don't say nothing.
Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna kind of agree with you and disagree with you on boss man. And the only reason why I say that in this regard, before Jeff P and Teaspoon and Jeff P and Tyler Marsh, the coach that they got hired in Chicago Sky was both coach and GM. James Wade was both coach and GM.
Yes.
The previous coach was coach and GM. Before that, those last 2 years, that's how they hired their people. They hired them to do both jobs. So I can see Leslie doing both jobs and maybe having somebody that.
Nah, that's too much. I think
that's a bad formula, brother.
Hear me for a second. She can have somebody as a GM that she trusts, likes, and knows, and she still have final say. But you know what I'm saying, the other person doing all the other dirty work.
Nah, Lisa Leslie too new to the business for that.
To the business to do that type of stuff. Listen, let me say this.
Go get the money first.
Oh, let me get the money.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, William Goins, for the $5 super chat. He said Lisa being anywhere from head coach on up will change the energy at Chicago.
It'd be a great energy switch up for Chicago.
Absolutely. And
well respected.
And she's not there. But y'all see, first of all, I want to bring this up. Y'all see that picture? That picture got Michael Alter on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the floor now, y'all. He hearing the chirping. When you got an owner going to the floor, that don't go to the floor, it's a difference. See, if you got the regular, my man over there in Dallas that was there for many, many years, we know we were used to seeing him on the floor, cheering him on. Mark Cuban.
Same thing with Balmer with the Clippers.
And Balmer, of course, on the Clippers. But listen, when you got those type of enthusiastic people that own it and love the game of basketball and just want to be present, that's one thing. This is a businessman. He's into real estate and other things and on his credential record. Now, since Angel Reese has been an advocate in his ear, he is here on the floor, shaking hands, saying hello. They didn't even flash no camera on Michael Alter. You didn't even know what he looked like unless you Googled him.
Mm-hmm.
This is a sign of change.
Mm-hmm.
He changed his way of doing business, which is standoffish. He is there amongst the players with Angel, which he said that what Angel wants, Angel is going to get. We're going to make sure. He said he's going to make sure he's going to take care of whatever Angel says she needs to be a professional basketball player. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He's proven it. If he said it out his mouth, then he's present. First of all, let me tell y'all something. Lisa Leslie ain't no little old punkified thing in the first place. Oh, she wanted the coaching job. She said, "No, I'm past that."
She was hurt
She
by
a
it
big
too.
wig in the first place. That's who she is. She's a Hall of Famer. She's a name all over the WNBA, whatever channels and locker rooms. Lisa Leslie has been in them. And she's going to come to Chicago Sky as a coach. I beg to differ. She going to come to Chicago Sky to attract those people and make the deals that she think the people that needs to be here, she going to get those veterans to come here.
Can't do that from the coaching seat. Yeah.
That's right. So even if she's there to play with the strings of Tyler Marsh, Lisa Leslie is going to be a shot caller, big baller here in Chicago and change the day. She's
gonna get people to talking. She gonna get some of these free agents looking like, hey, what's Lisa up to?
And I don't know if it would be, and this is just my take on it, Duval. I don't know if it would be beneficial to go to your third straight year with another rookie head coach.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If you do make the change from Tyler Marsh to somebody else, it needs to be somebody experienced.
Yes. Like the Bears did.
Because these girls have been through enough, don't you think? Have to go through the growing pains, learn a new system, do all that stuff all over again with somebody who's a novice. I don't know.
This
Like
my
the
problem,
Bears.
KSL. This is my problem, KSL. Why when Blow Card say all this stuff, you know, say you were quiet, but then you jump on me saying I'm glazing, and I'm speaking the same facts. I don't like that. That's showing favoritism.
You didn't
I don't
say
get it.
you didn't say she was gonna be no GM.
Look.
Put her down on the coaching level.
I don't think it's a down position. I'm just saying.
How's that glazing?
A boss is a boss is a boss.
I pointed out the
talking
fact
about,
that
Keisha?
she not
There
because
you
she
go.
going for the
You trying
top.
Not to make her feel bad.
So how's that
I want
glazing,
his ass
Duval?
to feel bad because he had a badass take.
I'm trying to ask Duval
You
how
had
I'm
a bad
glazing.
take.
How am I glazing Bro Claude just because he said what I said about Lisa going to the top?
No, because you said when I said she was going to be a coach, you said, "Oh, I'm making everything by Angel." No,
Yeah, because
okay.
the way if you go back and listen to the replay,
So I'm
you'll hear
saying.
what you said, how you
But
started it
facts
out.
are facts. My brother,
Nah,
facts
that's
are
not.
facts.
That's not a fact, Bro. I mean, Duval, we don't know if that's a fact.
Okay,
You can't just say that she put the 4 games just to see Angel play. That's
she gonna see the whole
disingenuous.
team, but I'm just saying.
That's what you should have said.
Her and Angel have a special relationship. She always go to her Angel every time she go see her after the game. I'm telling you.
Okay,
that's her.
Duval.
We all know that.
Duval, this is what I be trying to tell you, Duval.
Okay.
Stop trying to convince us
We agree.
of stuff that we already know.
We agree.
You don't have to do that.
We do.
You try to convince us.
We
Duval,
agree
how
with
many
you.
times have I said, and everything you said, Duval, I agree with you, but stop making it about certain things.
He say Angel is the way.
Duvall, everything that you say about Angel Reese, we haven't disagreed with you yet.
No.
We have agreed with you.
It is true.
I feel you.
But stop trying to convince us in the chat of what we already know.
We already know.
You're wasting your time on it.
That's why, Duvall, I brought you some sweetness. Look at little baby girl. Look at her.
Nah, but they had another girl that got tickets online, and Angel said she want to meet her, stuff like that. So I see videos like this daily. So it's no
So
different thing.
cute.
But like, it just at the end of the day, I disagree on the GM part. I disagree on the GM part because, like I said, she said on Angel podcast she wanted to be a coach.
But she said she taking her name out of the coaching realm, man. She was so pissed off.
Dallas Wings, like I said, Dallas Wings, she felt like did her dirty because that was the team that rumored that.
You got a chance to be at the top, or you want to sit down in that seat where you gonna get ridiculed.
If it was me, if they offer me GM, Duvall,
you gonna take more money. Who ain't gonna take more money?
Look, Keisha, put that little thing, the giveaways I put up there.
Oh, okay.
See, this is stuff Angel does. This is stuff Angel does with the kids.
Now you want me to take the cuteness off?
Listen to follow me. This is what Angel does with the kids. This is what Caitlyn does with the ball.
Where you get these graphics?
All right.
Buy one, get one free.
Let's focus on that. I want people to see this.
Yeah.
It has to be out there, man.
I just disagree on y'all say GM. I can see that. Don't get me wrong, I can see that, but I think in this special case, I think she would do the coaching part.
I'm just saying.
I think she see two big man talents that I think she would love to get her hands on. She been with Angel quite a bit.
She can do that from the GM from the top.
Part.
But that won't be a discussion to whoever if Tyler Marsh still the coach. Because like I said, I think it's
listen at this, Duvall. Just like Jeff P come down there with Rachel Banner, she can still coach them.
Wait. So Jeff P could come to his. So you saying it don't make no? This is why I get on you, boy. So Jeff P could come to his goddamn practices, and Lisa Leslie, when she comes, she not gonna be allowed.
Bro, he not hearing what I'm about to say. First of all, I'm not a boy. You know what I'm saying? This ain't 1960s.
I said, bro.
See, I got you. My fault. My fault. The almighty one. My fault. Bro. But no, what I'm trying to say is, you don't think that's already a distraction? Jeff P coming down there, controlling that man practices and stuff.
Yes.
So if Lisa Leslie come down and do the same thing, you don't think that's gonna be a detriment?
What's the difference, though? What is the difference? Can you tell
she's
me?
Coming
you
to
the
help.
educated one. Hold on a second.
She's coming to help Tyler out.
Wait, what's the difference between Lisa Leslie and Jeff P? You tell me. You the smart one.
I can tell you the difference is Rachel Banham or Angel Reese and Cardoso.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying
she'll be training them instead of Banham.
Yeah, but my thing is, you don't think Tyler Marsh at some point gonna be fed up? Somebody just keep coming to the practice.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
If he ain't tired of Jeff P, why would he want a Hall of Fame?
That means Tyler Marsh should keep his job.
Tyler Marsh wants his job first of all, and he knows what Courtney Paris and Lisa Leslie together will be able to do for Kamilla, E. Will, Angel Reese, and the new person that they
bring out the best in everybody.
You bring out Maddie too. Maddie and Sip.
Maddie too.
Maddie might start getting some burn.
Maddie might get some burn.
Yeah, she needs some help.
Look, I bet you Lisa Leslie ain't gonna. You know one thing about Lisa Leslie, she say, "I hate wasted talent."
Yep. Hold on, stop.
Go ahead.
K-Sal.
Go ahead.
Where you get this face from on this graphic? Where you get this
from?
I'm sorry, go, bro. What the hell you get?
Player. What I'm saying is this. We have to actually really put the pieces together. We're doing bad. We're doing so bad.
Mm-hmm.
we're not broken all the way into fine new pieces that we can't put it together. But we're broken. What I'm asking is, if we put the pieces together just a little bit and put some tape on it, because we can't afford no super glue. We gonna put some of that masking tape on it until we get the person that we need as the super glue to put the pieces back together again like Humpty Dumpty. And I believe this is all speculation, and I don't really go off of, I really don't like hypotheticals.
I got you.
I don't. But what I do know is what we dealing with right now, Tyler Marsh and Jeff Pagliosha needs to be fired. But I'm gonna give them 5 more games. At game 20, I'm gonna call it. But all I want to tell you is, don't think that man, Michael Alter, ain't looking for the next best thing for Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky. Because this is his investment too. And he wants his investment.
And I believe that, Bro Clark, and you're 100% right, because for the first time, that's why I wish we could have talked about that article with Gabby Williams. Because he said in that article, I think maybe we do a pre-record or something about that. But he said in that article that when Gabby Williams did a presentation, and I guess they had a meeting, and he said, we not investing in players and facilities and everything else because we don't have the money. That was his words in that article. But now he got the money. So now I believe he will be willing to invest and eat up contracts that, you know what I'm saying, don't work out, if it means getting the right player and the right management team from top to bottom to make this organization a success. Because like I said, if this organization, like 2021 won, don't get me wrong, but this team win with that woman on it, it'll do so much more for that franchise.
Oh, absolutely.
Net worth, you know what I'm saying, Forbes, everything else, like it'll be unbelievable. Merchandise there, it will change the whole trajectory of the financial benefit of Chicago Sky if this team wins big. So that's why I'm saying. So like that's why me personally, I will hire Lisa Leslie as a coach and get somebody like Bob Myers, who is an analyst on not Get Up, but on NBA Countdown. Pay him a couple million. He's a experienced GM, a GM that's well respected, that built the Warriors dynasty. He built it. Why not get somebody like him? You don't think Lisa Leslie could work for somebody like him?
They can't afford him.
They can afford him. He ain't making no more than about what, 2-3 million at ESPN?
You talking about the guy that you talking about but I don't think he stepped down for a reason. That man
he stepped down because there was some turmoil with the ownership with the Warriors.
But
that's why he stepped down.
You really think Chicago Sky gonna pay with that man ass?
I don't know if they're willing to pay it, but I think as of right now they got the money to do it if they want to go that route. And sometimes you got to, in order to make money, you gotta spend money. And
of course, but you call Michael Alter and see if he gonna get it, because that man will have to leave his ESPN job where he's sitting up there talking for $2-3 million and have to deal with the Showtime media and all that stuff when all he need to do is sit up there and talk for 20 minutes out the week.
But it'll do so much more for that organization, credibility and all. I'm telling you, it that might be worth.
Here comes the money.
Thank you, AC Showtime Captain, for the $5 super chat. I'm gonna mute you, Bro Clark, because I can't. I'm straining. Here we go. The GM should never be in the coaching box. That's micromanaging. It never works. Didn't work in Dallas, Charlotte, with MJ or Danny Ainge in Boston.
Absolutely, and that's what I was gonna say. The only one that was successful at it was Lenny Wilkins, and that was so many years ago. You understand? So I would say this, y'all. We are all in our feelings from these losses. rightfully so, as fans, supporters, and people who spend money in all different types of ways to support the Chicago Sky. Even us as YouTubers, we spend money to promote and talk about Angel Reese every single month with the podcasts and the subscriptions and everything that we do. This is a money-based situation. And we have to understand that Angel Reese is the most popular WNBA player ever. She's in all of the spaces. She's in the rap. She's in the R&B. She's in the movies. She's on film. People talking about on sitcoms, the Wyans. She's everywhere. She's overseas. All in Europe. All in New Dhabi and all of that stuff over there. Angel Reese is the most known and beloved WNBA player. It is. No matter what haters she got, the outside forces, that's why she is the most known. That's why her Twitter, her Instagram, her, you know what I'm saying, her Facebook, her YouTube, all of the things that's being successful and get all of these people, the followings on Instagram. 5 million people that just ain't no lucky thing. That's about the shine that she has. As bright as she is as a star, as a mega star. The attraction power, that's why I don't go for people saying, ain't nobody gonna come here from Chicago do that. Angel Reese is just enough. Trust me, she's just enough to make people change their mind. But what would help is to get rid of these two people who have proven themselves incompetent up to this point. Unless they change it around. But I still want Jeff P to be gone. Because why? As of right now, he has proved, since he's been in the GM spot, that he is a liar, an incompetent GM who gaslit every single fan that was a Chicago Skies fan. Everybody is irritated from what the moves that he has made, all the way back to Teaspoon, to Kennedy Carter, now the shit farm of these players. Everyone is irritated on him pointing his finger and saying, oh, Angel gotta get more. She gotta do more. No, where smoke is fire. And he feel that fire that we ain't seeing it. But trust me, Michael Alter is not on that floor for nothing. I've been in and out. I showed y'all our last thing, you know what I mean? Like I do the show and tell. I showed y'all, I let a cat out of the bag, Brother K-Sap and Brother Duvall. I don't know if he was here. That Butterbean is my daddy's first cousin's best friend. So Butterbean, I put Bob Love up there. I sell shea butter to his family and to Butterbean until he passed in November. Rest his soul. But Bob, my last name is Lanier. Who is a Hall of Famer? Last name is Lanier. Put it together. I don't really try to make people figure it out, but his name is Bob Lanier. It's my daddy's first cousin. So I've been around this. When I be telling y'all, I've been around this all my life. I've really, really been around this all my life. K-Sap knows. But I don't really get into that stuff with you guys. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Let me ask you a quick question, bro, Claude.
Go ahead.
Do you still sell all that shea butter to Sammy Sosa? Because he turned black again.
Oh, he turned black again.
I don't know now.
I got a few cups left, though, Duvall.
I mean, when you sold it to him last time, he turned white, and he was in Miami. Now
Hey.
he kind of dark again. I don't
He
know.
back dark. He back dark.
All I know is this. If y'all don't get this right, y'all got my girl crashing out when she never crashed out.
Oh, Atkins.
She never crashed out. Y'all better get y'all stuff together. Hey, that baby can't take much more, man.
Yeah, now Tyler Marsh got to get his ass kicked out of the goddamn game.
right.
He got to do his play. I don't respect it. I don't respect Angel saying that it's all on me. I don't respect him. K-Sap right there with me. I don't respect that. I don't respect Tyler Marsh at all for letting these players take the heat that they've been taking. Angel falling on a goddamn sword. That is disrespectful and dishonorable, Tyler Marsh. I'm about to get pissed off because I really didn't even want to. I tried to block that out, Keisha, with your messy ass. You bringing that shit up. But I'm just saying, K-Sap, he don't have a post. He don't have a post, brother.
Look, y'all leave Tyler Marsh alone, man. Them women won that game last night.
They
I ain't even
did.
talking about Tyler Marsh. I'm not even worried about Tyler Marsh. Them women won that game. Them women, they took a look in the mirror and said, look, we know what we need to do. We need to go out there and do it.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the passion that Ariel Atkins showed right there. Because her whole goddamn heart was in that game last night.
It was.
It was 54.
They didn't want to lose.
If 54 seconds left and they up 9 and she getting pissed off because she fouled out. That showed me something right there. That showed me. So, like I told y'all last night, I didn't get a chance to say this, but bump Tyler Marsh, man. It ain't even about Tyler Marsh no more. It's about these women going out there doing it, and they got the capability of doing it if they just want to go out there and do it. You saw the defense stepped up last night. They only gave up 7 threes last night.
Yeah,
it was all over the place. You saw how aggressive Kamilla Cardoso was from the start. Just like you said, Keisha, and I'm going to go back to say it again. Goddamn, Rebecca Allen set the tone when her and Rakia Jackson got into it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We're not backing down. You know what I'm saying? So then you got to look at the point where Angel started being aggressive. Then every time Kamilla Cardoso would score, Angel be right there cheering her on. That's right. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So bump Tyler Marsh. It ain't even about Tyler Marsh no more. These women, they know what it's. Angel Reese knows what she's capable of doing out there, making a difference on that basketball court. All you gotta do is say, "Look, get on my back, follow my lead, and let's go."
Right.
The coach give us the game plan. Now we got to go out there and execute. So I'm glad that y'all showed that clip of Ariel Atkins, the passion she had last night, because we've seen the post-game press conferences with Ariel Atkins talking about we not used to losing. We're winners. You don't want to lose no more. When it gets to a point where you taking all these L's, you got to look yourself in the mirror. What can I do better?
Yeah.
And she showed the passion last night.
And K-Sap, she fell on the sword. I'm talking about double A. She fell on the sword for Tyler Moore.
Yeah.
She fell on the sword backing up Angel.
Yeah.
She is 100% in, but you know, sometimes when you're a reserved person, you keep stuff in so much that one thing sets you off.
Yeah, sets you off.
Explode.
Yes, exactly. And it got to that point. It got to the bullet point because she taking the bullets for Angel and Tyler Marsh.
Yeah.
And she's that's what I'm saying. She's taking accountability.
Yeah.
That's why Angel said her crown is heavy.
Yeah.
And
that's why that one clip after that one game, Ariel Atkins told Angel, look, fuck it, I got your back. I got your back. I'm gonna ride with you.
That crown is
heavy. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Great show. That's all I got. So
yeah, we about to get up out of here. Hey, man.
Before we leave, please vote for Angel for the All-Star game. Please vote for Kamilla for the All-Star game. Please vote for Ariel Atkins for the All-Star game. They got 3 days left. The deadline is the 28th, which is Saturday. So if you haven't voted, please vote up until Saturday so we can get these women into the All-Star game that they deserve.
Hey, everybody in the chat. when you go over there and vote for the Chicago Sky players, please, y'all, we are 4 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. Get your mama, your dog, your grandma, your cousin, that person across the street, your neighbor. Somebody get 4 people to hit the like button, y'all.
Hit the like button. You mean hit the subscribe button?
Hit
I
the
told you,
subscribe
Keisha
button,
fumble in the
big
bag all
Hey,
night
she
long.
fumbling the bag.
Hit the subscribe button, y'all. We got 4 away.
Nah, L.
But let me
Keisha running the show tonight, and you know the show been kind of.
Let me go check.
Been
the
kind of,
likes.
I don't know. The show been tainted tonight.
Shut up. They got 195 people up in here. We only got 145 likes. Hit the like button, and I need 4 half.
Let's make this go. We ain't
hit the
leaving.
subscribe button.
Chat. Let me tell y'all what Keisha did tonight. Y'all in here chatting nice things, and Keisha ain't so nobody's chat, dog.
Okay, we need 2 more. We need 2 more.
Keisha ain't put nobody's chat up on the big board. Nah, I don't want 2 more tonight. Keisha ain't do well tonight. I don't want 2 more.
I'm gonna get us over the hump. Let's go.
Nah, I don't
chat.
even want to get over the hump.
Let's go, chat.
Y'all go unsubscribe. Go unsubscribe.
Oh shit. That's diabolical. That's diabolical, Chief.
Look.
Oh.
Look.
What?
Keisha ain't put nobody. Look. She ain't acknowledging nobody.
Hey, let's hit it.
Hey.
ADP, go call all your cousins. Tell them to hit the subscribe button.
Chat, I just want y'all to know I'm apologize on Keisha's behalf. She dropped the ball tonight.
I'm gonna mute him. Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want KSAP muted.
God damn.
Yeah, put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna put a 1 in the chat for myself. I'm gonna mute myself.
Oh my goodness. Come on, y'all. We need
one more. We need one more.
We need one more.
There's my 1 in the chat.
Shut up.
Oh, we hit it, y'all. We hit it. Hit the KSAP.
All right, y'all time to go. All right, chat. We love y'all.
Why you doing us like
Keisha
that?
ran a bad show tonight, y'all.
I ran a great show, and he just a hater. He is, but we there, y'all.
Nah, I'm about to go unsubscribe. Watch the $9.99.
Hey, that's diabolical.
Hey, I got nothing to do. Y'all can't blame nothing on me. Keisha got the controls tonight. I have nothing. I have no say in nothing.
It's a tie game between Golden State and New York. Yeah, it sure is. 72-72.
I'm just, you blame that on Keisha. I ain't got no say in nothing tonight.
This is all him, chat. Don't let him lie to you.
I can't. Hey, y'all see my hands is up.
My hands
His
are up.
hands up.
And as long as your hands go up, there's no motion going on.
The aces are whooping the sun, but that ain't nothing.
Thank you for the 1,000.
Man, look. Y'all hear that little pea shooter bro Claw got back there? I told y'all I got no controls.
That's a little pea shooter.
Yeah, if I had controls, it would sound like this. Y'all see the difference? See, if I had control, it sound like this.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. What it sound like?
Man, stop the shit on Bocard. You know what it sound like? It sound like that scene on Hollow Knight when they had the machine guns and then that man had that PP gun. And he got ping, ping.
I said I'm using my air quotes. I said I'm using my air quotes. I said I'm using my air quotes.
Where you get that at, bro Claude? Stop playing that stuff. L gonna get you.
I ain't play that. That wasn't even me. Hey, my hands was up. She saw my hands was
nah,
up.
you got control. I ain't got no control.
I ain't got no control. That's Keisha.
Oh.
Nobody in the chat believes
you're not in control. The ball's not in control. I'm not in control. We're all out of control.
Keisha got control. Keisha got control.
All I know is the Valkyries are giving the Liberty all they want.
Hey, we go. Hey,
Keisha, you got 1,001 subscribers. I see you. Good job.
See, I told you I'd get us there.
Yeah. Shit.
Thank y'all, chat.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
Look,
So
all right, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Don't listen to him. No,
we really gotta go, y'all. You know, it's almost it's 10:45. We doing pretty good.
Nah, we
gotta do. No, we gotta do shows. We gotta do the
Keisha, shut your show down, man. I'm out.
Come on.
We gotta do.
Hey, y'all, check out the videos we finna do for the Players Club.
We gonna drop them.
Hey, I told you, man. Keisha, she messed the show up tonight.
Yeah, El, we've been on for 2 hours.
Man, it's almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Come on.
We about to get up out of here. Love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting us.
See, my hands is up. My hands is up. Watch what happens.
Please hit the like button as y'all go out the door. If you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button.
Thank y'all, chat.
Please be looking out for all our videos and our lives. Please comment, share, and subscribe. We out this piece.
Hey,
peace
thank y'all so much. Love, peace, and hair grease.
We out.
See, she got to push a button.